Well, there's only really one person out there that really bothers me. I didn't really believe dude could be president. I didn't really believe it could happen. I mean, if you notice on the past recent records, I have never even mentioned the president's name because I think that makes him more famous. It makes him more important than I really feel he is. So I won't say his name. People are like, why didn't you mention it? I'm like, what can I say about dude that hasn't been said? I think we all know, people know that foul, and we have to address it some kind of way, you know? I'm just talking about the whole situation. We already know I don't give a about that clown motherfucker. I think what's more scary than him is his followers. I think the people that follow him blindly have a way of brushing off all that he does, and the things he does, if any normal person did one of those things, they'd be out of here. 36 of his boys are in prison. 36 of the people that were involved with him are in prison. That's more people in jail than I got in jail. And I was a career criminal, you know, like.
Musician and actor Ice-T spilled it all with Revolver on one Donald John Trump.
No, it's just Trump. He's a dumb and he does dumb. Who the what president says about a rapper? What's the matter with him? That's it. You dumb. Go run the country, idiot.
And he's been on this train since Trump first came to power in 2016.
I would vote for anybody to get the crazy mother out of office, though, honestly. But people always ask me, they say, Ice, man, would you ever get into politics? And my answer is, I got out of crime, you know? 100 years from now, maybe 50 years from now, there'll no longer be a president. There'll be a master computer that'll be making the decisions, and everyone at home will vote through their phones, and whatever the answer to whatever particular problem is, it'll be based on the number of people that vote. That will be what'll happen. The problem is somebody will hack that computer. So here we are. I've never seen a movie of the future where everything looked great. I've never seen a movie where everybody got along. Every movie I've ever seen of the future is post-apocalyptic. So I guess the apocalypse is imminent, no matter what.
It's almost eerie hearing this talk of voting, considering Elon Musk knew the results of the election before the final whistle was blown.
Bloodlust was made during these last 3 years of wildness that has happened on Earth with the primaries, the elections, all the madness that has happened in the United States. It was impossible to make a happy record. I mean, things were happening right now. I've lived through Bush, I've lived through Clinton, I've lived through Obama, I've lived through a few presidents, you know, even Reagan.
Sure.
I've never felt this tense. I've never felt this uneasiness. Maybe it's because of the internet and we're all communicating and we can actually see how everyone feels. Kind of like before the internet, you only knew how the people in your neighborhood felt.
Sure.
Now you know how the world feels. So we really had no options but to talk about those issues, or we would make an album that would be so off target, people would say, Ice, what world are you living in? And I try to hit all the different ways humans kill or hurt themselves. Whether you're the serial killer, whether you're the robber, whether you're the politician.
Ditto with how he discusses presidents of years past compared to today.
I think that his gangster is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's got a set of balls on him. He would be a great, he's a gangster.
Yeah.
First thing a gangster, my man sitting here, Costas, we play gangsters our whole life. The first thing a gangster asks for is loyalty.
Right.
Just loyalty. The rules, loyalty. That's gangster.
Yeah.
I want you to be loyal. If I decide I'm gonna kill this motherfucker, nobody blinks. That's some gangster. That's not normal politician. Mm-hmm. So he's on, the motherfucker said he could kill somebody on Fifth Avenue. Mm-hmm. What the you know, this one is ill. He's ill. I didn't lie. I said, getting rid of, oh, they going against me? Had him fired, had him removed, had him shot, had him killed, have him dragged and quartered. The mother, I think that's why he likes, like the other dictators. He likes Putin. Because Putin's a gangster.
Oh, gangster. Yeah.
It's a super gangster, you know.
True.
The Korean cat, gangsters. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I don't know if Trump had full reign, who knows what would be going on. Right. But I met dude on 2 different occasions, and he never really made eye contact with me, you know.
Interesting Trump didn't make eye contact, though it may not be too surprising to hear. But also Ice-T's description of loyalty over the rules, like, say, the Constitution, is jarring, but on point.
Racism is real.
Yeah.
But there's also a class situation that's going on out here where, you know, like I say, if a cop is in a gated community, he ain't got his hand on his gun because he knows these people, there's repercussions. But when he's in a poor neighborhood, whether it's the trailer park or my neighborhood, in the hood where I grew up, not where I live now, but in the hood, they quicker.
Sure.
Because there's no repercussions. That adds up to statistics. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, whether you're the poor white kid they call trash, or you're Spanish, or you're Asian, that has always referenced the poor. Let's all get on the same side of the team. You know, once we all realize we're mad at the same, we're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. You know, they can't. Once we realize we're all on the same side.
He also stated this about class consciousness and police brutality to Loudwire. Then there was ICE calling a shot back in 2016.
Anybody but Trump. And I think Trump will start a civil war. I think he potentially could send us into a civil war. Yeah, you saw what happened in Chicago. He's fine. I think he's bringing out the worst America has to offer. He's just pulling out that dirty underbelly that we don't want to talk about, but we know it's there, and he's catching them and he's making them speak. Yeah, I think he could basically get us all killed. Yeah, anybody but Trump.
I want to go back to something that he said in, I believe, the interview with Loudwire, which was this idea of class consciousness and unity, and how together the working class is unstoppable. And that is true. The problem is it is just so fragmented. It is seeping with division. I mean, we heard those who own farms in the middle of the country say that they are going to be decimated with their labor force, but they stand by their vote and they would continue to vote for this. As the working population of where you are is shrinking, you are going to get crushed, but they're still voting for it. He is right, though. He is right. If there were to be this awakening, this reckoning of seeing through socialist practices how the working class can be represented, and if we were to unite, how we would want our demands to be met, I mean, it would be cultural revolution in this country. The issue is they think the man who's in charge right now is a populist, and he's not. You're seeing that he ran on all of these different policies, some that many chose not to pay attention to, or just one soundbite that they voted on, which Mark Maron railed against, the single issue Republican voter. So the message remains true. I just, not to end on a low note, I just remain pessimistic that we will reach that point.